Sometimes we forget why we're here. It's easy to fall off track. These help us remember.
These battle scars don't look like they're faded, don't look like they're ever gone away. They ain't never gonna change. These battles.
Growing up I had a dream, something no one else could see. Tell me what it means when your faith is falling beneath your knees and you can't breathe. Everything you see reminds you of what you're not or something you won't be. You gotta take what you're given, that's how we live it. Don't be mad at the system, it's simply how we've existed. I hear a lot of people talking like they politicians and choose to be an accountant because it's safe in a business. Not because they wanna do it, just because they heard it pays. And who the fuck wants to be poor knowing that's how we've been raised? Society is getting heavy, I can feel the weight. The pressure of success is like 100 million pounds of shame. And that's the reason I'm staying up late, trying to find a way to escape the stereotypes this day and age is making me feel like the only way I'll be happy is getting signed to a label and making money through rapping. I wanna share my emotion because this world is attacking the very principle of life that lets the people be happy. If you don't have a reason to breathe, why even live? These battle scars are impressions of everything that it is.
Scars don't look like they're faded, don't look like they're ever gone away. They ain't never gonna change. These battle scars don't look like they're faded, don't look like they're ever gone away. They ain't never gonna change. These battles.
Now if I had a voice that reached 100 million people, I'd tell them there's a reason that we're all created equal. Cause some decide to be great and some decide a sequel to an average person's life is simply what they want to be. So you make your decision, all I know is what I'm given. Won't define the life I lead or the way I dwell in existence. I've seen a greater image on the walls of where I'm living, and the words twisted and scripted remind me of something written. Faith is a gift that is given down to the people. If one believes it, one receives it. It's given if it is needed. Don't ever think you're trapped in a life that you never wanted. Your options are infinite, that's some mathematical logic. I'm not saying I'm a prophet, I'm speaking for what it's worth. These lyrics define my prayers and these battle scars on my church. Not saying I'm a prophet, I'm speaking for what it's worth. These lyrics define my prayers, these battle scars on my church.
Scars don't look like they're faded, don't look like they're ever gone away. They ain't never gonna change. These battle scars don't look like they're faded, don't look like they're ever gone away. They ain't never gonna change. These battles.
Well, hello everyone. I need to scoot over and turn off this heater. Oh, and it went to my other camera. Oh, damn it. I turned off the heater and it made my phone turn off. Hold on one second here. I hate when it does this. And it does this actually quite frequently. And now you're seeing, hold on. Oh God, I hate when it does this. So, allow. Okay, let's see if we got my camera back yet. We do. Oh, okay. And hello, Taco Johns. We'll be dealing with the CLC on Tuesday, where I'm going to let the communications director of the Libertarian Party of Colorado have his say. Let's do the YouTube stuff before we get going. And if you're not subscribed to this channel, I would really appreciate it if you would subscribe and like the video if you feel like it. And go check out my shorts, because I don't mean shorts like the shorts I'm wearing, I mean my YouTube shorts. Because boy, there's some triggered neocons in those comments. Good engagement, that's all I can say. And you can follow me on Twitter. I still need to modify this because forget about Facebook and MeWe, Tweewee. Twitter is where it's at right now. I'm Karen Ann Harlos on Twitter. And last but certainly not least, actually I have multiple ways you can support me. The easiest way, at least as far as I'm concerned, is through Patreon, which is patreon.com/Pink Flame of Liberty. But you can also support me. If you go down in the low bar, you will see there are some Amazon affiliate links for a couple of books. And speaking of that, there is these book this way. Sean Dempsey, who is a libertarian children's author out of New Hampshire, has written 2 books with some libertarian theming, A Tale of Two Brothers and Ava in the Storm. I do have an affiliate link down below for The Tale of Two Brothers. If you do any Amazon shopping through that link, it'll bring you here, but if you do any search from that point, it saves a cookie that credits my affiliate account if you do any shopping from that Amazon link, and I would truly appreciate it, and would truly appreciate if you would support Sean. I need to put in a link for Ava in the Storm. It's just the Amazon link builder. It's stupidly difficult, and I can't figure it out. So I still need to do that. I need to figure out how to do it. I have a feeling like there's some weird password issue or something going on between my affiliate account and my regular Amazon account. The last thing I do need to promote is right there, Anarchon. I am the headline speaker at Anarchon this year, which is the first weekend in August in Virginia. If you go to anarchon.com, you can get tickets. Actually, I think there is a camping fee because it is a campground, but booths or exhibitor space is actually no charge. But go check out the other speakers and all of the details there. I would really, really love to see you there. I am so excited about this. Okay, and last, super chats always matter. Taco John, yeah, there's always some. Listen, I don't care. The thumbs down things make me laugh because it drives engagement. 100 haters, please come and thumbs down the video, because thanks to YouTube, you don't see them anyway. You see them when the stream is going. You don't see them afterwards. You only see the thumbs up. I see them in my creator panel and I laugh. I literally laugh. So I can imagine on Tuesday, there'll be a bunch of thumbs down, just like there was when I did the CLC report card. And I'm like, sucks to be you, because if you think that bothers me, nope, I hear ka-ching. I hear ka-ching that you're driving engagement. And no, I don't make much from YouTube engagement. But listen, at the end of the month, I make between $10 and $20 in ad revenue. And that's $10 or $20 that I wouldn't have. Well, I'll take it. You know, Patreon is mostly where I get my support. So if you do appreciate this content, please consider becoming one of my patrons. I love my little skull glass here. All right, we're going to get right on to the main event. And speaking of monetization will actually be off on this video because I don't play with YouTube, meaning if I think they're going to demonetize it, they ding you if you don't accurately rate your videos. So on ones that I think are iffy, I just don't even hit monetization for them. And I've done pretty well with that because they trust you the more that you accurately grade your own videos. And since this is dealing with an encounter with the police, pew-pews are mentioned, and the F-bomb is dropped a couple times, there's no way this is going to be monetized. So if you like me talking about these types of subjects, please consider a super thanks if you're watching this after the fact, or a super chat while we're watching. Okay. I'm trying again to do that thing where when I switch to the next scene, it's going to my webcam. I know, because I'm doing my iPhone right now, I know the webcam isn't as high a quality, but I kind of like the scene shift. And I'm working on where I won't be using my iPhone anymore. Or if I use 2 cameras, it'll be my iPhone and an actual mirrorless camera. I just don't have the funds to do that right now. So, KC, thank you for sharing. All right, let's go to this clip. I'm going to have to, let me go over here to remember to unmute myself. And, because when I play a video, it mutes me. And I'm going to start and stop while this file is going for two reasons. One, you're watching this to get my commentary. If you just wanted to watch the video uninterrupted, you'd find it and watch it. And second, to avoid copyright strike. Okay, here we go.
Roll it down?
Why do you pull me over?
I'll tell you that if you roll it down.
Why
Okay,
can't you
I
tell me
don't know
now?
why the sound isn't playing on that.
You were yelling something on your car.
Let me...
So what?
Huh?
So what? That's why you pull me over? Because I'm yelling?
Okay, I don't know why the sound wasn't playing on that video, and I know my mic was muted for a second. Let's try this. Okay, I think you can see the video here, and you can hear me, you just can't see me. We're going to try just, hold on. I want to go back up to here. You're saying it's playing? I can't hear it, though. We're going to start this again. Because if I can't hear it, that won't help. So we're going to do it from this screen. Let me do that. And why couldn't I hear it? Give me 1 second. We're going to try playing it from here. Choose file.
Roll it down?
Why do you pull me over?
I'll tell you that if you roll it down.
Why can't you tell me now?
Because the reason I pulled you over is you were yelling something on your car.
So what?
Huh?
So what? That
I'm stopping now. I'm trying to get it where I can be on the screen as well. Give me 1 second. There I am. So we're going to do it this way. So as you can tell, this is a TikTok video of a traffic stop, and you have this gentleman who is not from this country. I'm not sure what country he's from. He mentions in here that he doesn't speak English or read English alphabet well, but he got pulled over. And the reason the officer said he pulled him over was because he was yelling something out the window. So let's continue.
why you pull me over? Because I'm
I
yelling?
don't know if you're in need of help or anything.
Oh, I don't need help.
So,
Thank you.
Okay, let me see your driver's license real quick.
I don't need help.
Okay, can I see your driver's license?
What for?
Can you use the turn signal when you made a turn?
Of course I did.
Let me see your driver's license.
You can hear the sound on the dash cam too.
Let me see your driver's license. You can just crack the window if that's what you want to do.
It's already cracked.
I can't see that.
Well,
This thing.
it doesn't matter. Here. I don't wish to answer questions.
Tap down to know if there's a weapon.
Okay, so so it started out with a traffic stop because he yelled something out the window, and then he asked him to roll down his window. He says he's not going to roll down his window, and Tyler, I did see I am going to mute my mic between. I'm still learning. You guys, give me a break. And so he's putting his ID up to the window. And the cop asks him if he has a weapon in his car. Okay, so that's where we're at so far, if you get it. And there is like closed captioning on the screen, because the audio on this TikTok isn't great to begin with, because it's from his dash cam.
Did you not take the class?
I did.
Did they tell you you have to tell them?
When you demand identification, I have to display this. That's what they told me in the class. That's what the law says.
The officer wants to take the
And actually, if I don't display, there's really not much you can do because there is no penalty attached to that. I have to carry this if I'm carrying this.
Are you carrying?
I don't answer questions.
Okay, so
Okay, so he's clearly telling the cop that he doesn't answer questions, and I think there was a bit of language barrier here, because the gentleman seems to be saying that he has to carry his license. And then he goes on to say, if I am carrying, and the officer takes that to mean like concealed carry or like he has a weapon in the car. Now, I don't know if that's what this driver intended to communicate. I don't think it was, but maybe it was. I just think there was a bit of a language barrier there. But we'll see as this goes on. There's no reason to give the cop any benefit of the doubt for some misunderstanding. He is hearing what he wants to hear. And don't worry, this video is not going to end in violence if you're getting concerned, particularly after that absolutely disgusting shooting of that golden retriever. This guy manhandles this cop.
Have a weapon in the car, then what?
You got one on your hip. So what?
Alcohol on your breath?
No, you don't.
How do I know?
Because you can't smell my
I
breath?
can smell something coming
Oh,
out.
really?
Let's see. Let me do some field sobriety.
I don't think so.
Okay. Yeah, where'd you come?
Okay, that's where the cop's just absolutely abusing his authority. Do I smell alcohol on your breath? You piece of shit. You don't smell shit. You're now just trying to harass this guy because you don't like him. And I get it. We're going to find out what he yelled out the window. And I get it. It would irritate a cop. This is the job you signed up for. People are free in this country. They don't have to lick your boots. Was this guy rude? Yeah. And you want to know what? We have the right to be rude. You don't have the right to then throw your weight around, and the fact that you've got a gun on your hip and that you have the coercive force of the state behind you to start to bully this guy that you think is a foreigner. And you just don't like what he said. So you start to go, oh, I think I smell alcohol. Why don't you get out of the car and we'll do a field sobriety test? This is complete abuse of authority, and this guy should be frickin' fired. You don't do that. You have to know how to handle difficult people, and you don't just make shit up to say, oh, do you have alcohol in your breath? I can smell it through this crack in the window. I smell pork. How about that?
Huh?
Where are you coming from?
You saw me where I was coming from.
I just saw you driving down.
Are you done with this?
I'm done with that, yeah.
All right, cool.
Where are you coming from?
I don't answer questions. I've already told you. Let me know when I'm free to go.
Still desperate to find something to use in retaliation against Clear Lake, Deputy Vega inspects the lights on the front of the vehicle.
Also, what is your name? What's your name? Your name? Sheriff, that's your name? Sheriff?
Right above it, right there. You see it?
I'm not familiar with the English alphabet, sir.
Okay, so did you... there was closed captioning on there. So when he told him he wasn't familiar with the English alphabet, rather than telling him his name like he needs to, he is stopped there under threat of force. He goes, get familiar with it. What the actual... This just infuriates me, the way this guy's just swaggering around throwing his weight. And again, yes, I think his name there was Clear Cloud. Maybe he's Native American. I'm not sure. I don't know the entire context of... Apparently this guy has sued police departments before. But this is just absolutely ridiculous. Just like you need to know how to handle a golden retriever running up to you, you need to know how to handle difficult people. And plus, people are going to be difficult because you are interrupting their freedom and their day. You can't expect them to be all like, oh, yeah, all the cop worship that we do. It's ridiculous. You didn't like that he yelled something out the window. You're like, oh, I thought you needed help. When we find out what he yelled, there is not a chance on God's green earth that he thought this guy needed help. He didn't like what he said, so he used the coercive power of the state to pull him over and then is trying to get something to pin on him. I'm surprised he didn't call out the canine drug dogs, but inspects to see if he can find a broken light, tries to insinuate he's drinking, tries to escalate the situation by pretending like he has a weapon in the car, which you shall see. It is absolutely ridiculous.
Okay, can I have an incident number, please? Oh, a ticket, okay.
While I have you here, okay, I don't want you exiting the vehicle because you have a weapon in the car.
Did I exit the vehicle? Did I exit the vehicle?
Give you a heads up.
Did I exit the vehicle? Hey.
Okay, there's something that for some reason, I think when I downloaded this video, I used because I found it on Twitter, a Twitter downloader. You notice there was a skip in the tape. You'll notice the cop assumed he had a weapon in the car. There's a part that's got skipped that I'll let you know. When this gentleman said he wasn't going to answer questions, and the cop asked if he had a weapon in the car, the cop then said, because you're not answering my question, I'm just going to assume then you have a weapon. And the gentleman goes, why would you assume that? That part got clipped out. So that's why the cop is now saying, don't exit the vehicle because you have a weapon in the car. That hasn't been ascertained whatsoever. This officer is purposely escalating this situation. He wants an excuse to commit violence against this man. Fired. He should be fired. Tired of these dirty cops.
You do have a dash cam, right? Very good. You can't just pull me over because I said fuck the police. I hope you realize that. Stupid fuck.
Okay, we're going to back that up a minute because actually I'm going to laugh. But he said, fuck the police. That's why he got pulled over. Do you think that cop really thought he needed help? Is that why he was pulled over? Or was he pulled over because he said, fuck the police? And the cop didn't like that. Too bad. But we're going to go back here a second because he gets a little saucy, which I like.
You can't just pull me over because I said fuck the police. I hope you realize that. Stupid fuck.
A moment later, the deputy returns.
I'm sorry?
You have insurance on the vehicle?
Yeah.
Can you show it to me, please? It doesn't come back.
Of course it comes back.
Not on my system, it doesn't. Also, it's not typical behavior for somebody to be yelling out of the vehicle. Have you had anything to drink tonight? Is that your current address?
Is that a question?
Yes, sir. Is that your current address?
Do I answer questions?
Okay, I'll just assume that's incorrect then.
And why would you do that? Did you read my address on the driver license?
It didn't have an address. It didn't have an apartment number on your driver's
Of course it does.
Let me see. Can you verify?
You've already seen it. I've already complied with that part.
I don't. But I'm just saying, it didn't have a driver. It didn't have an apartment.
Okay, this cop knows it's the same address, and he's trying to nitpick saying there wasn't an apartment number. I don't know whether this guy's license had an apartment on it or not. He's saying it does. But the cop sees it's the same address. He is just abusing his power because he's upset because he doesn't like this guy's mouth. Well, being mouthy, thank God, isn't illegal in this country. You piece of shit.
Of course it does.
On your driver license?
Man.
Okay, I'll be right back.
The officer returns a moment later and again initiates the discussion by showing his disdain for Clear Lake exercising his right to free speech.
Yeah, I say that I've never met anybody quite like you that would yell at an officer doing their job. But
So,
you have a great
let me understand.
No fines, no penalties.
May I ask you a question?
There's questions on there. There's the address.
Yeah, no, I have a question.
There's an incident
Can you get
number
your
on the thing right
supervisor
there.
here, please?
No,
Is the stop over?
the stop is over. You may leave.
All right.
You don't exit until I get out. Go ahead.
Well, you said the stop is over, right?
Don't get out. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm not getting out. I will.
Let me get back in my car.
Okay, there is no need to draw your weapon, man. Are you fucking drawing your weapon, you fucker?
Don't get out of the car.
I didn't get out of the car. You told me that already.
I'm giving you a direct order.
Yeah. Did I get out of the car?
Shut the door.
Go fuck yourself.
That's exactly right.
Yeah, right over there you can.
The
Okay, see the way the cop was escalating that? He just wanted this guy to get out of the car so he would have an excuse to fire at him. There's just so much wrong with this whole thing. Let me put back on my full video. There we go. And I will put comments back up. Now, without a doubt, whoops, didn't want that. Where's my comments? Right here. Now, without a doubt, the guy was being belligerent. You're allowed to be belligerent in this country. And if you can't handle that as a cop, don't be a cop. You're going to have belligerent people. But you can't get irritated and then draw your weapon. Absolutely crazy. And I saw this before. I saw the shooting of the golden retriever, which is going to be something we're going to cover probably in another show. Don't worry, I won't show the video. Seeing it once was enough for me. But yeah, JJ says if Big Mouthy were a criminal, I would have been hung by now. Ain't that the truth? But this was just crazy. Again, I'm being very objective. The guy was being a jerk. I don't really care. But that does not give the state the right to act like that and to try to look for a crime to pin on him and to demean him because he said he couldn't read English well. Absolutely insane. Good on this guy for standing his ground and knowing his rights better. And I'm assuming he wasn't born here because that seemed to be what he indicated, that English was a second language, but perhaps he wasn't. It was just in an immigrant community. I don't know, but I'm going to assume he's not native-born American citizen, knows its rights, knows his rights better than most people who were born here that are absolutely fluent in English. Okay, everyone, that is going to... I was like exhausted when I started this video, and this frickin' fired me up. It really did. And I hate to say after this, I hope you have a good night, but I do hope you have a good night. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye, mi guapas de libertad.
Given, that's how we live it. Don't be mad at the system, it's simply how we've existed. I hear a lot of people talking like they politicians and choose to be an accountant because it's safe in a business, not because they want to